We actually opened this building on December 17 of '03 with a Musketeer game. And then on February 2nd, we had our opening show game, which was Scott Hamilton's Stars on Ice. Then the first concert that we had in the building was Alan Jackson with Martina McBride. And so that was the first major show we had, and that was followed closely after by Aerosmith.
My favorite memory from the last 10 years at the Tyson was seeing Elton John in concert.
Sioux City Musketeers. My favorite was Big Time Rush.
Dancing.
My favorite Tyson memory of the last 10 years would have to be the Luke Bryan concert for sure.
My favorite memory at the Tyson Events Center was seeing Buffalo Bills running back Fred Jackson play for the Bandits in 2005.
My favorite moment for Boy Scout night was with the Sioux City Bandits last year. We had a real good time.
The Heart concert, Cher, Elton John, being able to bring my boys here as they've grown up to be able to see shows.
When Matt Scoff was here and he ended up taking the shutout record.
Musketeers hockey.
Carrie Underwood, because she is so inspiring and she's my role model.
Harlem Globetrotters, because it was really fun and I got to sit in the front row with them.
My favorite memory is Pink in the Rink with my grandma and my family, because she survived breast cancer.
When I came to WWE with my dad.
When I went to a hockey game and the guys got in a fight.
Going to the circus.
My favorite memory was building it.
The first Musketeer home game here was awesome.
Elton John, other than all the Musketeer games.
Well, my favorite memory at the Tyson Events Center is probably the time that we got a meet and greet pass for a little boy that had leukemia, and he was traveling, I want to say like 5 or 6 hours to the Jason Aldean concert. And we were able that day to make it happen for him, so he didn't know until he actually got to the arena that the meet and greet was going to take place. But that was a really fun night because he was just so excited to meet Jason Aldean. He was like his favorite performer in the world. For me, it's just a really fulfilling experience because I used to be one of those fans. I mean, for some performers, I still am one of those fans. I mean, from the time I was a kid, all I've done is gone to concerts. That's what my friends and I do. So it's fun for me to be able to see some of those fans, be able to do you know, to be able to meet those icons that they idolize and that they love.
I think the things that I value the most are relationships. Relationships with staff, relationships with clients, some of the patrons. For me, it's about people and being in touch and reaching out for people and or serving people, working with good people.
My favorite memories are memories from all of the hockey games down here. Of course, my favorite thing down here is hockey, so that's what it's got to be. It's got to be all about hockey.
Well, I've been here since the beginning of, or the opening of the Tyson Events Center. I mean, I remember carrying our computers over the night of the very first hockey game on December 17th, 2003. Yeah, we were literally carrying our computers over the afternoon of the hockey game because they were like, okay, you got the go-ahead to go. So we literally had to pick our computers up and bring them from the auditorium over here to the Tyson Center. So then we had the hockey game and it was great, it was fun. But really, since you've asked me what my favorite memory is, I really can't pick one favorite memory. No matter how crazy and hectic things get, from the on sale to the event day, at the end of the day, when you walk out onto the floor and see thousands of people having the time of their lives, you know, that's what makes it all worth it.
I remember the day of the on sale, and I was on the phone with Elton John's agent, the promoter, Ticketmaster, and me. That's who was on the phone, and they didn't want me anywhere near the box office windows. They wanted my full attention on how ticket sales were going right at 10 a.m., right at 10 a.m. and 30 seconds in. I mean, every time I could pull reports of how fast tickets were selling, that's what they would have me do. And they had a big section of seats in the back of the arena where we were gonna sell them at one price or another depending on how ticket sales went and how fast tickets were selling. So it was a lot of pressure. It wasn't something I was totally used to at that point in time, but I did it. It was a lot of fun. I'm proud to say that we got through it, and the agent and the promoter were very happy with the way the on sale went. So I'm just thankful it went well. And of course, the Elton John show was phenomenal.
I've been in this business for a lot of years, so I've been very blessed and honored to be able to see a lot of stars. But one thing that I got to do here that was different was the NAIA volleyball tournament. I got to build it, got to plan it. We got to sit down and meet the expectations of the NAIA for a building that was never built to hold 3 courts and to bring in 24 teams. I mean, I know that people think about those kind of things, but until you actually sit down and have to figure out what are we going to do with the floor, how are we going to drill it, how are we going to put anchors in, how are we going to put 3 courts into this building, and then how are you going to host 24 teams. But the volleyball tournament was something brand new, and so that was really fun to get it. And now, of course, we're into year 6, so it's not a science yet, but it is fun to host it every year. I think for the 10 years, I think the Tyson Center has tried to provide as much positive entertainment and bring memories to people that they just always had to travel someplace else to get. I think we've done a great job of that, and that'll lead to the future.
I really want the Tyson Events Center to start to develop a personality all its own. I don't want it to just be this box or this arena that is only important to people if somebody they want to see is in concert. I want it to be kind of like this cool place that people want to come to, that you would drive to come to a show here because it's just a cool spot to be. And so that's what I kind of hope for the Tyson Event Center. We're working on all kinds of ideas to develop our own personality and our own vibe for this building. And we'll obviously continue working on getting the content here and make sure that we have great shows that people want to see and buy tickets to. But on top of that, we just need to start to develop our own niche for this region and make the Tyson Event Center a really special place.